What's going on, brothers and sisters? Republican brothers and sisters. I'm Dickhead, your Republican big boss man. How's it going? I want to talk with you guys tonight about a certain type of Republican. A Republican is way up there on top of Dickhead's list of Republican Americans, who I'm so very proud of. That's right. And I'm talking about my Christian Americans. Oh yeah, baby. His outspoken Christian Republicans. Not just because you're setting the bar, the moral standard nice and high, higher than any of those lily-loving liberal baby killers could reach, but because you're outspoken in your hatred and your disgust of the Muslim religion. That's right, at the infidels, the Satanists of the Muslim religion, specifically you Christians down there in Florida, down there burning the Quran and bragging about it, setting off a firestorm in the Middle East. Why, the last time we burned Qurans in the United States, 12 United Nations workers were killed by angry Muslims. Well, that's enough to start another war in another country. Too bad it was in Afghanistan where we're already in there. But that's not the point. It could have been somewhere in another country where we would have been able to just go to the UN, get our resolution to declare a war and use the United Nations to go on in and have our war and sell more weapons and make more money. And that's what it's all about. That's right. Putting out fires all around the world, and when our mercenaries and black op mercenaries are equipping CIA, are equipping them insurgents, and when that don't do the trick to drag the U.S. into some quagmire to create an popular uprising, we always call it popular because it's popular with us. Republican big money manufacturers of military hardware and services to the military. That's who it's popular with. When we're making money selling weapons to the Pentagon to go after countries, that's what I'm talking about. Popular to Republicans. Well, I'll tell you what, you Christians who support those Quran burning radicals down in Florida or anywhere else across the South, Dickhead couldn't be more proud of you. That's right. Even if you're not for killing, even if you think Jesus would have hated the fact that another religion's gone ballistic, that we're burning their holy book, it doesn't matter. Their God ain't real. It's our God that's real. And that's the only God that matters. Their God, why, they're just heathens. They're just hypocrites. They're just Satanists. That's right. So you got to understand how proud I am of my Christian Republicans doing the job to get the radical Islamicists to come out of their caves and attack good, hard-working Westerners all over the world, so that our armies, navies, Air Force, CIA, contractors can go on in there and kick some butt and make some money. That's what it's all about. Like I said before, we couldn't do it without that Republican base of faithful Christian Republicans. Yeehaw! You go. You just keep riling things up by burning those religious books. You just keep burning them Qurans, you Christian radical Republicans, and we got your back. while you're doing the job that a dozen different secret agencies couldn't do. Ha ha ha. From Interpol, MI6, CIA, any of them. Why, what? You're doing the job worldwide. Of course, because, why, your religious wars, they predate American history by hundreds and thousands of years anyways. You've been at war with Islam forever. At least for as long as there's been Christianity. There's a 2,000-year-old war. Why, who are we to get in the way of that? So you go. You Christian Americans, lead the way. Be the head on the the head on the spear. The leaders who will lead us into revelations. That's right. That's right. And you better believe in it. And if you don't believe in the second coming and the religious wars, and the fact that these religions are going to keep going at it, then you just ain't been paying no attention. So you just paved the way, Republican Christians. You set off that powder keg. You give us an excuse. Give us our excuse to go on in with our military hardware. Well, of course, we're always going to blame it on the Muslims anyways, so we can just keep raiding and invading. And we got our Christians, our Republican Christians, to make trouble for them Muslims so that we can trap them into doing something stupid. Because that's what religious wars are all about. You go, Christian Republic, Christian radicals, and as for the rest of you Christians, well, Dickhead loves you too. I love the fact that Christians, when they're not being radical, outspoken radicals, that they're nice and quiet and compliant and just behaving themselves and saying their prayers. That's right. And helping each other. Oh, it's a blessed, wonderful thing. That they leave you all the radical Christians, all the Bible, Quran-burning religious nuts alone. Because we need you Quran-burning religious nuts so we can keep invading countries. So you keep burning those Qurans and we'll keep killing them people, and that's the way it is. Get our military in gear, sick our government attack dogs on those radical Muslims. And we got all you radical Christians to thank. And all you silent Christians who ain't doing a damn thing to corral and rein in your radical Christians so they can have their religious wars so we can make money. Because that's what it's all about. Making money. And if some of you Muslims get in the way, some of you Christians get in the way of some of our Hellfire missiles or our cruise missiles, and you go down and meet your maker a little early, well, that's okay, because it's a religious war. Remember, why, you're all martyrs. You don't mind dying, and we don't mind making money off of your death, especially when it comes from taxpayers. When we don't even pay no taxes. And that's the way it is in Mogul Land. In the military-industrial economy called the Republican Industrial Military Complex. And I'm your God-loving, Christian, radical-loving, Republican big boss man, Dickhead. And you ain't. In fact, you ain't even rich enough to be a Republican. So may God bless.